My name is Andrea Manassian, and I am the owner and president of Auntie G's Companion Animal Services here in State College. This is Tonka. He's one of my 6 dogs. He's a rescue dog from Australian Shepherd Rescue. I got him as a youngster. He's been one of my favorite dogs to train because he loves to stare at me and he really pays attention to me. Don't ya? The Canine Good Citizen test is part of what you would need to be a therapy dog. All therapy dogs have to pass the Canine Good Citizen test, among other things. It evaluates a dog's ability to perform politely in society, to walk past other dogs, to be a polite citizen, pay attention to his handler, and to move without pulling on the leash, do things that you'd expect a well-behaved dog to be able to do. So once the dog earns his CGC, it becomes a title and is affixed to his name. So this would be Tonka CGC. The second test is sitting politely for petting, and the person who's come up and greeted the handler then reaches down and pets the dog, and the dog can't be resentful or try to duck out from underneath the pets. The evaluator will briefly examine the dog for being clean. They'll look at their fur, they'll give them a short brushing, look at the ears, and look at their feet. And the dog has to accept this type of brief examination. Number 4 is called Out for a Walk, and the evaluator will call a short healing pattern that includes forward, right turn, left turn, above turn, and halt. And while the evaluator is calling that out, the dog and handler team walk on a loose lead. So there's no pulling. The dog doesn't try and foul the lead around the handler. They just walk by the handler's side in a nice loose lead pattern. Test number 6 is sit and down on command and then come. And the dog is attached to a 20-foot leash, and the handler asks the dog to sit and to lay down. Then they go to the end of that leash and call the dog, and the dog should come up and sit in front of them. And test number 9, there are various distractions. So something surprising visually would happen, like an umbrella opening and some startling sort of noise, and the dog should be well adjusted enough to maybe look at that sound or that surprising visual thing, but not become afraid or try to hide or become aggressive or try to run away. The last test is called supervised separation, and what it's evaluating is your dog's ability to be separated from you or from the handler. So say you wanted to go inside a store and make a purchase, the dog would be quiet and patient while you're out of sight until the time's up, and then you return to your dog, and then the test is over. And then the test is over. To be a therapy dog is a very selective process, and not all dogs are suited for it. Tonka is well suited to doing other things like agility and obedience, but he is not really suited to being a therapy dog because he's a little bit apprehensive in new spaces and a little bit standoffish. Bad. Bad. Where a therapy dog would have to be really welcoming, being touched, welcoming to strangers. It's a demanding and selective process to find a good therapy dog. Look, that's a good boy.
My name is Kristen, and this is my Siberian cat, Kendall, and she is also my emotional support animal. And she lives here with me in my apartment. She's very soft and playful and really helps me each and every day. And there she goes! She's helped me just by being able to focus on the moment and not have to think about other things that are going on in my life, even if it's just for 10 to 20 minutes. So whenever I come home at the end of a day, she'll greet me at the door and always stay around me. She'll sit around me wherever I am. If I go upstairs, she'll follow me there. So it's really special to have that. But she also really loves to play, as you can see. So she really needs to be entertained, or else she gets very angry with me and demands attention. Ah! And my therapist also suggested that it would be a good idea, and if I could bond with an animal, that it might be helpful. There was one night where I was like starting to have like a bad anxiety attack, and then I just started like, she like came up and like noticed that I was like not comfortable, so just being with her and sitting with her, I started to like come back to like the moment. I was like, all right, like it's fine, like everything else, it's like everything else is not real, like I can just focus on being here. And she was there with me, so it's really nice to have her. Even like minor stressors that are not dealt with can really lead to other health issues and like take away your focus from schoolwork and being like your best self. So any types of ways that are healthy to relieve that stress are really good. Like some people exercise or meditation or yoga or something, and just playing with your animal is also like a very similar effect. I have something to come home to, and like she keeps me company, and it's really nice being able to take care of something. It helps me feel like I'm doing something good. It's just nice to have someone to be there all the time. I can get her to wave. She's like, what? She's like, why would you do this?